So today I'm going to be talking about the big five personality traits, and I'm going to be using very well mind as kind of the structure for this video. So the idea behind this is that we have five big personality traits, and those are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. First one we're going to go through is openness, and openness basically means how open you are to new ideas. Are you more of a traditionalist, or do you kind of think outside the box? Open people tend to be more creative, and if they're given a problem, they might, instead of doing it how everyone else does it, think of a new, unique way to do it. People who are low in openness probably don't like new ideas, they don't like thinking outside the box, they kind of like to just stick to what they know. So conscientiousness is kind of how hardworking someone is. So conscientious people are really driven, they're really reliable, they're really commendable, and they kind of get shit done. They work really hard. And if you're lower in conscientiousness, you're basically the opposite. So you're less likely to be driven, you're less likely to work hard, probably like a little bit less structured as well. So next is extroversion. And extroverted people get energy from being around others. The opposite would be introversion. So they kind of like to spend time by themselves, and that's how they kind of re-energize. So basically, the more extroverted you are, the more you're going to want to hang around other people, and the more you're going to get from it. So agreeableness is obviously how agreeable you are, but one example would be, let's say someone feels a certain way or gives a statement. If you're more agreeable, you might just agree with them even though you don't necessarily feel the same way. But a very disagreeable person might be like, well, I don't feel that way, I feel this way. And that's kind of what agreeableness is. So disagreeable people will kind of do or say what they want to do to get their own way. And agreeable people might be more willing to do what someone else wants to do or put others before them. Being agreeable is also associated with like more empathy and more understanding, and more disagreeable people will go into particular roles as opposed to agreeable ones. And finally, neuroticism is how much negative emotion you experience. So, for example, if you have something bad happen to you, let's say your car gets hit when you're not in it outside your house. If you're highly neurotic, this will like be catastrophic for you, even maybe in a slight thing going wrong, like you'd feel a lot of negative emotional time, probably feel very down. Someone who is low in neuroticism is a lot more stable, a lot happier, things don't bother them as much. It's basically how much you react to a negative thing happening to you. So those are the descriptions of the big five personality traits. Please feel free to go back through the video if you want a bit more detail. You can kind of see examples of high and low levels of each trait. I kind of just wanted to give a brief description to kind of cover all of them and kind of how I see them. So I hope you liked the video, and I appreciate you watching it.